Hey guys, welcome back to another video. So I thought we'd do a fun one today. I recently got some alcohol markers and I never thought I'd be someone to use them all the time, but I am loving them. And if you need any wish list or Christmas gift ideas or things to add to your wish list, I definitely would recommend these. I'll link the exact ones I'm using down below in the description box because I also have a 15% off code for these exact ones, and they're on Amazon, so they'll be shipped to you really quickly and they'd make a perfect gift. But for now, I want to show you what I've been using them for, how I've been using them. So yesterday was the first day I ever used them, and this is kind of what I practiced, and I feel like this one and this one, they turned out pretty good. And so I thought I would show you how I drew them. Markers are just from Amazon. It came in this package so you have something nice to store them in. And then we have all of these lovely colors that it came with. It's a really pretty variety. And then it came with this little mat here, which is great to prevent bleeding, like it says right on here, so that it doesn't bleed through your papers, which is awesome. And then also came with these two little pens right here. And then it also comes with a little thing to swatch all of the colors on. But let's go ahead and get right into drawing a pomegranate and strawberry. To be using a pencil, this white gel pen, and then these three colors for my pomegranate. These two reds, a lighter one and a darker one, and then this light color. And then I'm also going to be using this marker paper. It helps absorb the markers better. Everything will be linked down below along with the coupon code for 15% off with the markers. Start off with your pencil and make a circle. So you're just going to make one, but you're not going to close it all the way at the top, and it doesn't have to be perfect. Just do your best, and you can bring it up. I'm going to bring it up a little bit more, and then you can go ahead and make the top pieces, and they kind of curve a little bit, so you can make 3, 4, 5, however many you would like. I'm just going to make mine like that, and then you can erase the pieces or the lines that you don't need and just keep the ones you do, and you can make it a little bit lighter if you want to. I like to do that just so I don't have as much to erase afterwards. And there we go. I'm going to leave it like that. You can take your three colors now, and I'm going to start with the light red for this using the brush side of the marker, and I'm going to make 3 little spots where the little fruit or seeds will be on the inside of the pomegranate. So I like to do little wavy sections kind of like this, and then just color them in. You can do 3, 4, 2, however many you would like, and I just like to keep them in the center of the pomegranate, just like this. And I'm going to do 3 on mine right here, kind of like to try and make them fit a little bit like puzzle pieces in the center of my pomegranate. Once you've done that, you can go ahead and switch over to your lighter color marker. I'm going to use the brush tip again on this one, and I'm just going to go over all the rest of the pomegranate that doesn't have any color yet with this one. So I'm going to go around the red that we already have and just make an outline around them. And I'm just going to try and go over all my marker streaks only one time, because when you layer them, you will notice the darker, and I don't want to do that quite yet because I am going to layer them later to try and make it look a little bit more like there's a shadow and a few different colors. So I'm just going to go once over all of the blank space and outline everything till it's all colored in. All right, and then I'm going to go a little bit up here as well, just like that. The point of the marker is really great for getting in all the little spots you need to. Now I'm going to go in with my darker red marker. This time I'm going to use the other side of it and just make some circles like that all over the little red sections that we have, making sure they all connect. These are going to be the little seeds in my pomegranate, and then we're going to go over them with some white gel pen later to make them look a little bit more realistic. And just like that. So you're going to do that to all of your sections, fill them in with these little circles. Don't color them in though, because you want the little empty part. I like to make them overlap just a little bit so they're all touching. And they can be all different sizes and they don't have to be perfect. So there you go. Once you have all of those done, you can go ahead and switch to the brush side of this, or I guess whatever side you prefer to draw with your alcohol markers. And I'm just gonna go around the outside of my pomegranate, outlining it all in the red. I like to use the tip for this part. And I decided to color the inside of it first because the red is darker, and so I can easily go over any parts of the lighter color that I no longer want or want to be red. And there we go. So that is that, and that's like our basic little pomegranate right there. But now we're going to try and make it a little bit better just by adding a few simple steps. So I'm going to take this marker right here, it's our light one, take my brush tip again, and just kind of go a little bit just where I want to make it a little bit more realistic looking, or kind of like there's shadows on it in some spots and areas. So I'm just going to take my brush pen and kind of make these circle motions around in some spots where I want it to be just a little bit darker. Just like that. And there you go. It can be really simple. It doesn't have to be a lot. Don't overthink it, but you can layer on top the spots you just went on to make them even a little bit darker if you want to. That's the really cool part about alcohol markers, is you can just keep layering them if you want to, and it can add some really cool shadows, and it almost becomes like painting. And there we go. Now we have our cool little shadows added to our pomegranate. I'm going to switch over to my red again and do the same thing, just in some red spots using my brush tip. So I'm just going to go over them a little bit like that, just to add a little bit more to the pomegranate. Here we go. So I'm just going to leave it like that. I feel like that's good for now. And now I'm going to take my white gel pen. These are my absolute favorite gel pens, so I'll link them below for you. But then you're just going to take it and you're going to go on one side of your little fruits or seeds. So you're just going to make a little curve on wherever your seeds are, just to try and make them pop a little bit more. I'm going to do the same to all my sections, and you can switch the side or the way you want your curve to go if you would like. This one I did them kind of more towards the top. This one I'm going to go a little bit more on the bottom just to make them look a little bit different. And I'm going to do the same to my last little group of seeds down here. All right, and there we go. I'm gonna add a little bit of white highlight, just a little bit, a little messily right here at the top, just to add a little bit of something. And you can kind of smear it a little bit if you want to too, just so it's not quite as opaque at the top there. And then I'm also going to take my red again and bring it down just a little bit more, but that way it's a little bit lighter than the outside. And then when I go over it, you can see the highlights a little bit underneath. Okay, I'm also going to take this and blend it out a little bit. With alcohol markers, you can get a very cool blend. So there we have our little pomegranate. I think it's turning out so cute, and you can keep layering, of course, wherever you want to, just here and there. Add a little bit more wherever you would like, and I'm just going to take my white gel pen again and just add a little bit, some little scratchy lines at the top. And there we go. We have our super cute pomegranate, and it looks pretty good if you ask me. So there we have it. Next, we're going to do our strawberry, and it's going to use actually these two colors. And then you could either use this color if you wanted, or you could use more of a pink shade if you wanted to. And then you can go ahead and pick any two greens you would like. I think I'm going to go for this one right here and just layer it, and then maybe use this one a little bit lighter. But there we have our colors, so let's get into drawing our strawberry. I'm going to do the same thing for the strawberry, and I'm just going to sketch a little strawberry shape. Just like that, and then have some leaves. Again, doesn't have to be perfect, just your best, or just a little simple sketch, kind of like that. And then I'm going to erase it just to make it a little bit lighter so you can't see it too much under the marker. And I'm just going to go like that. And there we have our little strawberry sketch. So now I'm going to go in and I'm going to do two, but I'm going to do one just for now so you can kind of see how to do it. And you can choose which base color you would like. I'll show you the difference. So here and here I used this for the base color, and then on this one I used the pink for the base color, and it kind of depends on how much you blend it and what shade your markers are, but we'll do one with each, but I'm going to start with this one. So what you're going to do with this is just pick your highlight slots you want. So I'm going to do this side here a little bit, just like that, and you could do different for every strawberry. And then I'm also going to do a little bit right here. Again, it doesn't have to be perfect, it's just a messy little highlight spot. I'm going to do one up here and then one over here. So you could do 1, 2, 3, however many you want. And there we have that. Next, I'm going to switch to the lighter red color that we used on this side. So we have that. And then we also have this color. So those are different red shades that we have. And I'm going to do the lighter one first. So what you're going to do next is just go in your strawberry and color all the areas around that original color we just put down. And you're just going to fill it in. Doesn't have to be perfect. You're just going to fill it in like that. All right, there we have the base of it. I'm just going to outline the outside of it a little bit, just like that. Okay, there we go. I'm just gonna add a little bit here, kind of a little bit messily, and then I'm gonna take this marker and I'm gonna blend it a little bit more, just like that. Once you've done that, I'm gonna go back in with this one and we're gonna start making all of the little strawberry seeds. So you're gonna go over the whole strawberry with your marker, and this is great when you have a brush tip because it makes that really easily. And then I'm gonna take my darker marker color and I'm gonna do the same thing, and I'm gonna go over the entire strawberry, making the little seeds all over it, just like we did with the other color before. And I'm just gonna go over the whole thing just like that. So there we have a strawberry, and it's pretty simple, just like that. And then you can add some shadows if you would like. So I'm gonna add some here at the bottom, just to try and make it look a little bit more real and a little bit more detailed. So I'm just gonna go like this and kind of blend it in from the bottom, blend it in a little bit at the corner, just like that, and same over here. And then you can go back over, and with the alcohol markers, you can just keep layering, especially if you have lots of darker shades. Just go over it over and over and over again. And with the marker paper, it holds up pretty well. And there we have the strawberry. I'm gonna add a few more of my little seeds all over it. And there you can kind of see the lighter color peeking in. So you could use either color, it really just depends on your preference. And I'm gonna let that dry a little bit more before I go over it with my gel pen. So I'm gonna test out my green colors and see if I like them together, and then we can start layering them. So that'll work good. I'm gonna take my brush pen side and kind of go over the whole leaf, just like that, and then color it in. And there we go. So there we have the little strawberry top, and I'm gonna go in with the darker shade of green now and just add a little bit to some sides of the leaf. And there we have our little strawberry top. It looks cute. And there we go. Now I'm going to take my white gel pen with the strawberry and go over it kind of like I did over here, just on some sides of my little seeds. So I'm just gonna add some white detail, kind of making a little bit of a curved shape on some of the seeds. And there we go. We have a really cute strawberry. You can add some white to the leaves if you'd like, just a little bit of highlight there. And then sometimes if I feel like I want it to be a little darker in any spot, I'll just take my marker and just go over it a little bit more, just to add a little bit to it. And you can always smooth out the sides if you feel like they're not quite even or the size you want them to be. Alright, and there we have our other strawberry. There's not a huge difference, but there is a little bit. So let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Which strawberry you like better, number 1 or number 2, or which fruit do you like better? Thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed the video. Remember, if you want to get these markers for yourself, there's a 15% off coupon. I'll put it right here on the screen, along with the link down below. They would make a perfect gift this holiday season. Be sure to check out that link down below, and I really hope you learned something from this video. I'll see you in my next one. Bye!